Hello everyone, today we will be looking at the Lexus RC 350. For your mirror adjustment, you'll see on the door that the directional pad here is used for left, right, up and down. You have the left and right mirror. On your seat, you will see your seat settings. On the back left, you have your lumbar support. You have your tilting for the back. And you have your move forward and move backward for the seat. On the same button for the move forward and move backward, you have your raise the rear part and raise the front. Behind the left-hand side of the steering wheel, you will notice the steering wheel adjustment. You can move it in, out, up, and down. You have the memory seats here located beside the handle. You have 3 memory seats. When ready to set, you can press set and the number you'd like. A reminder that it saves your mirror adjustments, seat adjustments, and the steering wheel adjustments. On the left side of your console, you will notice these 5 buttons here. The first one is an auto high beam. When you turn this on, your high beams will turn on and off automatically. The one next to it is your defrost for your windshield wipers. This scroll wheel here is for an active sound control. When this is turned on, what it'll do is play a sound of a motor through the inside speakers. The BSM is for your blind spot monitors, for your left and right side mirrors, indicating when someone is in your blind spot. This is your parking sensor. This will turn on and off your parking sensor. Behind the left side of the steering wheel, you will notice your headlights. When put on auto, that means they will turn on and off automatically. You can pull them down to turn off, or you can turn them on manually by pressing up. On the left side of the steering wheel, you will have your volume control. The arrow buttons here are for your song select, previous and next. The mode is for your AM, FM, Bluetooth, and Sirius XM. When your phone is connected Bluetooth, you can pick up and hang up calls, and you can use the voice command for any navigation, Bluetooth, or radio settings. On the right-hand side, you have your directional pad. This here is to operate everything on the middle cluster to see all different trip information. Underneath, the left-hand button is to go to the main menu on the cluster menu. You also have a back button. This here is your lane tracking assist. What this does is when you're driving 50 kilometers or more, if you accidentally move into the other lane, it will vibrate the steering wheel and autocorrect you back into the middle. Your cruise control is located behind the steering wheel on the right side. To turn it on, you can press the button right here. When it's on and you have the speed that you want to set, you can pull down on the lever. If ever the setting is canceled and you want to restart, you can press up to resume. You also have an adaptive cruise control button up above. This will set a following distance between you and the person in front of you, meaning if they slow down, your car will slow down, and when they speed back up, so will yours.
Notice the windshield wipers located behind the right-hand side of the steering wheel. When using it, just press up once to allow the windshield wipers to go once. The button on the side is for an auto, meaning that when it starts to rain or snow, the wipers will go automatically. Bringing the stick down will make the windshield wipers go manually. Press up to turn them off.
To turn on your climate control, you can press auto. You will see your temperatures on the left and right. You can adjust these temperatures by tapping, or you can slide it for a faster and easier access. You can turn off your climate control here. You can adjust the fan speeds, your fan direction. This is your front and rear defog. A reminder that the rear defog also works for your side mirrors. Beside that is your airflow. When on the right side, it is taking the air from outside. When on the left, it is keeping it inside. You can also select auto to have it adjust between the two when necessary. AC is for your air conditioning. And the dual is for a dual climate, so the passenger can have their own temperature and the driver can have their side. Below is your radio and media settings. You have your volume on the left and the tuning on the right. Over here, you will notice you have your heated and ventilated seats. This is the driver side and this is the passenger. You also have a heated steering wheel. Now, reminder that the heated steering wheel only works for the left and right side of the steering wheel. To the right of your shift knob, you'll notice your driving modes. You have Eco, Normal, and Sport. You just twist the knob to go to Eco and Sport. Eco is for a more economical state to save more gas. To the right for Sport, it gives you a higher performance. By pressing down, it'll take you back to normal. The off button here is your traction control. It helps you with slippery surfaces. The snow mode is for snow surfaces. It gives you more traction through heavy snow. For the touchpad for the infotainment, it's located right underneath your shift knob. You have 3 buttons to access your infotainment. You have map for your navigation, menu, and your back button. Using the touchpad, you just move your finger around, and when you're ready to select, you just press anywhere down on the touchpad. Navigation. To select a route, you will see the magnifying glass on the left-hand side. When pressing this, you will automatically see your search for destination. You can also use the destination assist for contacting a live agent, which will help you find your destination. You have an option for setting favorites. You will see your recents, and in the emergency selection, it'll help you find the closest emergency buildings, including a closest dealership. You can also save a home destination for easier access for your route. In the menu button above your touchpad, you will notice this menu here. Starting on the left-hand side, you will notice that you can also select your destinations here. You have your audio selections here as well. When connected Bluetooth, you will notice your phone selections here. Projection is for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Just a reminder that you need to be plugged in when using these. Info is for your trip information. Climate control, you can adjust everything here. When trying to connect to your Bluetooth, just a reminder that you have to go into setup and your Bluetooth settings are on the left-hand side. You will notice also on the right-hand side of the screen 4 selections. These icons will allow you to open up a 60/40 screen. You have a map selection, audio selection, trip information, and also climate control. If you do not want these open here, you can select the bottom and it will close it. When accessing your center console, you will notice your 2 USBs. These are for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have your auxiliary here and a 12-volt here. Looking directly above you, you will see your sunroof operators. This side here will tilt your sunroof up and down, and this side here will open the sunroof back and forth. This light here saying door on it, when it's pressed in like this, means when you open the door, the light will turn on. But if this is pushed out, the light will be off. For the lights themselves, you just touch and they will turn on. The SOS button here is called a Safety Connect feature, meaning that if you have an issue on the side of the road, being a car accident, a flat tire, or any engine troubles, all you have to do is flip this down, press and hold until you hear the beep, and it'll connect you to a live agent and they will send roadside assistance and 911 if needed. Of your rear view mirror, you will notice 3 buttons. These 3 buttons are for garage door operations. You can connect them to your personal garage. The green light here means that you have an auto dimmer on for the 3 mirrors, meaning if someone has their lights on behind you in the evening, you will have a green tint that comes on the mirrors to stop the reflection to come into your eyes. When accessing the back seats, to fold the front seat, you pull the black handle here. When pushing the seat forward, you'll notice the seat automatically moves forward. When you put it back to its original position, the seat will move back. On the left side of the vehicle, you'll notice the gas cap. When the doors are unlocked, all you have to do is push to open. Just a reminder that the vehicle takes 91 or premium. When accessing your trunk, you'll notice the handlebar here. When opening it, you'll first see all of your tools alongside. Just a reminder that your wheel lock is located on the right-hand side. Underneath, you'll find your spare tire.